Well, Gaff, a couple of days to reflect on Tuesday, and as you said after the game, there were some positives, but things you need to iron out.
Yeah, look, really pleased with the reaction of the lads at half time. Tactically, we changed a couple of things at half time and it helped us. We got ourselves into the lead. I felt at that point, can we go and get another one? We didn't. We set back a little bit and we invited the pressure on. And like I said after the game, when you're playing against good championship players, they'll punish you. So it's something for us to look at and learn from for sure. But look, over the last 3 games, we've gone toe to toe with Bournemouth. We've given a good Stoke team a good game here and scored late to get an equaliser. And again, a very possession-based team in Swansea with a chance to win. And if we look at those 3 games, there's a real possibility for us to get the 9 points. It wasn't to be, but we can see where what we need to do and what we need to be better at.
Because everyone wants to win games, but ultimately competing is first and foremost what you're looking for to make sure you don't feel overawed in these championship games, which has happened previously this season. And that's the thing, isn't it? The lads believing that they belong at this level.
Absolutely, and it's getting that no fear element into the game a bit, and when we went 2-1 up, for example, against Swansea, we're looking for the next goal. Can we get the next goal? Can we get that cushion? With a couple of half opportunities, but Swansea score off the back of a mistake by us and the reaction not being right. And then the third goal for me, it's really soft. The fact that we didn't set up right from the throw-in. So these are things that we're learning all the time with the group. We're limited in terms of the amount of training days we've had, of just constant games for the last 3.5 weeks. So lots of video work, lots of learning in terms of the processes and to see if we can become better over these 9 games.
Because things like concentration, things like organisation, that kind of thing can be embedded into players, can't it? You have the raw talents you can work with, but the more time you have with players, the more you can get your ideas across. And as you say, it's probably the worst time you could have possibly come into a club because you've had so many games quick and fast, no transfer window to work with players you want to bring in, so you've had to sort of hit the ground running.
Yeah, but it's exciting though for me, and I honestly believe that it's given me an opportunity to see what sort of characteristics we have here, and it's been great to see lots of different types of characters in the squad. I said before, I think that the group is a bit quiet, and it can be a bit quiet, and it's you need somebody to rally that group at times. But they're a really good group of players to work with. We just haven't got the rub of the green in the last 3 games. Disappointing to concede the 2 goals when we did against Swansea. We shouldn't be needing to score 4 goals in the last 2 home games to win games. That should be enough at this level. So there's definitely things that we have to get better at, and I'm sure we will.
One of the things actually has been a struggle this season has been goals, and that's the one thing so far since you come back in you've been quite content with, haven't you? Scoring goals on a regular basis. I guess that's the nature of football, that if you get one end going well, it's always the other end that you got to stick out.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's about going again. It's not about sitting back. It's nice to see Johnson scored 2 in the last 3. Jack Marriott scored 2 in the last 3. Sammy scored and had big chances in other games. So it's nice, it's pleasing. Ricky J. Jones is making big impacts in terms of if he starts or doesn't start. That's pleasing, the aspect that we're scoring goals, we're creating opportunities. Yes, we need to be better defensively, and that's as a team, everybody included. So we have to keep working at that.
Moving forward, did that performance from Ricky excite you for the future? Because obviously you know it a little bit about him because he was here when you were here previously, but he's obviously come on leaps and bounds since then in terms of his physicality. He has that option where he can play off the flank or down the middle. Is that a position for him that you look at and think down the line that he could be a real top talent here?
Yeah, definitely, and it's pleasing because he's quick, he's strong, he's powerful, he can handle the ball. He can travel at speed and be calm enough to pick a pass or a cross, as you've seen for Sammy's goal. He's got all the tools. He really has. The biggest thing about Ricky is he wants to get better. He wants to learn. He's a nice kid. As a coach and a manager, that's what you want. You want these people who want to learn and want to get better. Ricky's definitely one of those. So like I said, he's not the finished article. We know that, but there's so much potential, and we're looking forward to try and get it out of him.
I know you won't want to give anything away, but it obviously went off the pitch on Tuesday with an injury. Does he have a chance? Is it something you're working on at this moment in
time? Yes, we've made a decision on Ricky. It's not as bad as first feared, which is great. He's got a bit of an impingement in his shoulder, so we've made a decision to leave him for tomorrow's game. If he played in the game tomorrow and got another knock on it, it could have been end of season job for him really. So to get a couple of weeks strength into that shoulder possibly an injection to tighten it and stiffen it up a little bit. I think Rick will be good for after the international break.
You've strengthened your management squad. Dale has come in as first team coach. Just talk a little bit about him. Obviously, someone you know well in terms of the impact he's had at other clubs.
Yeah, I mean, look, I played with Dale at Barnsley. I've seen how his career has progressed, through academy football into first team environment at Barnsley. He was a big reason why Barnsley got promoted. Working under Daniel Stendhal, obviously first coming into this league, foreign manager, and Dale played a huge part in terms of the coaching, the communication. And he's a very good coach. We've seen that over the last few days in the training ground. So he's going to be a real asset to us, myself and Cliff and the rest of the staff. And he's very enthusiastic, wants to get hands-on coach, wants to get involved in a lot of stuff. So yeah, great. I think it'd be great for it moving forward.
Strengthen the analysis part of the department as well, which is important because you've only really had one in there when you first walked in. It's important that you have people doing so many different things. It's a big part of the game now.
It's huge, it's for us. We like to go into games knowing absolutely everything about the opposition, about who they're playing against, etc. Having that sort of Lee Turnbull coming in and helping young Ben and the analyst in that department has been great and a big help for Ben in terms of game plans or individual players that we're coming up against. So yeah, it's a massive part of the game. Players obviously want to learn as much as possible, whether it's huddle, whether it's Wisecout, whatever they need to see to improve and understand who they're playing against, and strengthening that department has made it better for us.
And an opportunity tomorrow to do the double over Queen's Park Rangers, or triple if you like, with the FA Cup win. But they're a difficult side to face, aren't they? They're very much in the playoff mix.
Yeah, Mark's done a really good job. Mark. I like Mark Warburton. Every time I come up against him, real gentleman, really good manager. So huge respect for him. For us, we've got nothing to lose now. We have to go there. We have to play on the front foot, right from the first whistle, and let's see where it takes us. Yes, we are coming up against a team who probably expect to be in the top six. But listen, can't get yourself up for games like this. Them are in their own job. So looking forward to it.